Simplify the expressions using only positive exponents. So I've got several things going on in these two expressions. Let's take this one first. Well, again, when I use order of operations, the first thing I'm going to do is to get rid of all the exponents that I can. Well, I have this entire expression, or this entire term, raised to a power. So I have to raise everything inside that parentheses to the power of 3. So this is going to end up being 2 to the third times p to the 2 times 3. Remember, when I raise a power to a power, I multiply those two things. Times s to the 4 times 3. But I'm not raising this one to any power, so I'm just going to leave it as s to the 4th. Now let's do the operations. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So I've used 2 3 times, so that would be 8. P to the 2 times 3, 2 times 3 is 6. S to the 4 times 3, 4 times 3 is 12. And I'm still multiplying this times s to the 4th because I haven't done anything to it. Now, if you remember our exponent rules, the only thing I can do up there is the two things that have the same base. Well, I have an s here and I have an s here, and I'm multiplying those two things together. Our exponent rules say that if I multiply two things with the same bases, I add their exponents. So this is going to end up being 12 plus 4. So I have 8 p to the 6th s to the 12 plus 4, which is 16. And that's my answer. Now let's look at that wonderful thing right over there. So I have a fraction that has a number, it has variables, and it has exponents, and the entire thing is being raised to the power of 4. Remember that when it's in parentheses, I have to distribute out that exponent, or the power that it's being raised to everything inside the parentheses. So let's do that. So I'm going to end up with 4 to the 4th. Remember, when I raise an exponent to a power, I multiply those things. So it's going to be 4 times 4. Do the v, and that's going to be 4 times 4. And s, 4 times 4. Okay? So now I do the arithmetic. So 4 raised to the 4th power is 256. And yes, I got out my calculator and figured that out. 4 times 4 is 16. V to the 4 times 4 is 16. And then s to the 4 times 4 is 16. Because none of those things in the numerator or the denominator have the same base, there's nothing I can do with those exponents. So that's my final answer.